This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brought down at the 28-yard.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They go play action with Trubisky. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Complete.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
And the ball carrier.
Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Touchdown, Chicago! A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Smith in on the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact,
and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
They'll take over.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
On first down, Carson. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
At the 15-yard line.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Trubisky. And this is going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Heck of a start. A 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the line.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Bears take over.
10 at their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 1st down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears.
Allen Robinson.
Allen Robinson. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Takes it at the 7. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. It's a 5-yard pickup that time on what will wind up being the final play of this first quarter.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
42-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
On second down, here's Trubisky. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
It's third down.
Let's get it.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. He sets to fire deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
First down.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Now second and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
The Bengals 6-yard line.
Now a give right side. It's Carson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Chris Carson, his second touchdown on the season as the Bears push further out in front. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Burrow and the Bengals with a first and 10 at their 25-yard line. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Ball carrier.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, fighting his way into the backfield.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Their own 39-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That catch good for only a couple. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Trubisky to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Number 12.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The Bengals bring out their punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And taken right at the 35. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. And firing a deep ball for Kmet. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown.
3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Bears will extend their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook, but even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Now this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? And there'll be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He's back to throw here to start the drive. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off near the 34. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 75 yards. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer.
Sanders for the extra point.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
27 on the play.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now Trubisky to Cohen out of the backfield. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Ran up.
Play action. Now Trubisky. Now he'll escape to his right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 17. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and say, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Tackled at the 34.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Bengals. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st down, Mixon. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
Mixon.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. And defensively going with a dime set, 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. From the gun to give to Mixon. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down and 1.
They'll try and run with Mixon. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
In on the tackle.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah.
Burrow's pass.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
First and 10 at the
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Here's Burrow. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
They're going to try the jet sweep. Robinson with it. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 3.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league. No question about it.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. 30, 10, touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown.
Chris Carson, 85 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching, and he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. In that play, it wound up losing yardage.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, Burrow. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Micah Kaiser was in on the tackle. And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score.
And that has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We've got a lopsided game here. Which I don't know, Charles. What does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
4-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3rd down.
On 3rd down, Carson. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down.
2nd and 8 at the Bengals' 47-yard line. Today's final score. score, Bears 40.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking.